Hi, I'm Jim Jackson, Football Officials Coordinator for the Ohio Valley Conference. All of us associated with OVC football are looking forward to a great 2009 season. Remember to follow your favorite OVC team on ovcsports.tv each week. Let's kick your season off with a review of the rules changes in place for 2009. Join me for this PowerPoint presentation.
This presentation was prepared by Rogers Redding, Secretary Rules Editor for the NCAA Football Rules Committee, and also the coordinator for the Southeastern Conference. In addition to this PowerPoint, we've added a few videos from OVC games and other games to illustrate the points. The first rule change came about as a result of the UCLA Southern Cal game last year, when UCLA wanted to wear their powder blue jerseys, thinking the contrast with the maroon of Southern Cal would be enough. The football rules book said the visiting team must wear white, but it did not offer a penalty if the visiting team did not wear white. Based on a ruling in the past, it was decided to charge UCLA with a timeout, and subsequently Southern Cal called one so the playing field would be even. The Rules Committee felt there should be some process in place in order to allow differing colors of jerseys, and also, if it wasn't followed, to have a penalty in the rule book. So in order for the visitors to wear anything other than white, number one, the home team must agree, and number two, the home conference must certify that the contrasting colors are different enough to not interfere with the administration of the game. If these procedures are not followed and the visiting team arrives at the game in jerseys other than white jerseys, the penalty is a 15-yard penalty following the opening kickoff of each half. So it will be a total of 30 yards in penalties, so we don't anticipate this to happen. The next rule change is a first of a series of definitions to make the rule book more consistent. The blocking zone, as defined in 2009, is a rectangular centered on the snapper or the football. 5 yards in each direction, left and right, and 3 yards in front of the ball and 3 yards in back of the ball. Here's an illustration to make this a little bit clearer. Again, the blocking zone is centered around the football, 5 yards to the right, 5 yards to the left, 3 yards in front, 3 yards behind, to make this rectangle. In this area, offensive linemen at the snap may block below the waist as long as it's not from the rear and below the knee. There is no rule change regarding this. This is just a change in the definition of this area. The next definition is one of the tackle box. We use the term tackle box in the rules book in several places, but it never has been fully defined, and this was an effort by Mr. Redding to make sure that we have a consistent understanding of what the tackle box is as it relates to other rules in football. We have some pictures to illustrate this point. Again, this tackle box is centered on the football, 5 yards on either side of the football, and then goes back all the way to the end line of the offensive team. Again, from this view, there's the center, 5 yards on either side, all the way back. It has nothing to do with where the tackles are at the snap. This definition is significant in the passing game, in that if the quarterback is outside this tackle box and throws a forward pass to an area not occupied by an eligible receiver, as long as it passes the line of scrimmage, that is okay. This area is also used in a new rule regarding punting. We'll review in a few minutes in this video. And then the third thing, a running back in this area does not get horse collar tackle protection. The next change corrects a possible inequity, in that normally we would extend a period if there was an accepted penalty on the last time down of that period, including the fourth quarter. There is a possibility that the offense could score a touchdown with an illegal forward pass on the last play of the game, and that resulted in an apparent touchdown. The illegal forward pass, such as one past the line of scrimmage, normally is a loss of down. So we had a possibility of the offense fouling and then gaining the advantage of having another play. This would be rare, but it would certainly be hard to explain if this happened, and the Rules Committee decided to not extend the period if the statement of the penalty includes a loss of down. The next change won't have any material effect either. The Rules Committee felt like that there should be another option in case we had a suspension of play, in that no contest could be the most equitable thing for both teams. With the advent of the 40-second play clock in 2008, there is a list of administrative stoppages that will result in a 25-second play clock in case the count is interrupted, such as a measurement or acceptance of a penalty. There was a possibility of some gamesmanship if a member of the defense feigned an injury, and the Rules Committee felt like this should be a 40-second play clock every time there is an injury requiring attention from the sideline on the defense. This change will have a minimal effect on the way the game is watched, but it will have an effect on how the game is coached and played. In 2009, an offensive lineman may go downfield up to 3 yards on a pass that crosses the neutral zone without being charged with a foul for an ineligible receiver downfield. We have some videos to illustrate this point. The clips are short, so we'll watch each play twice. Watch the snapper on this play. We're snapping from the 49. And there he is at the 45. That's 4 yards downfield. This is at the time the pass is being released. This is a foul. Again, the snapper. Downfield to the 45 at the time the pass is released. This is a foul, more than 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. This is not a foul, regardless of who is downfield, because the ball is tipped behind the line of scrimmage. There you can see the left guard laying on the ground at the 39, which is less than 3 yards downfield. But this illustrates the point that if the pass is touched behind the line, then it has deemed not to have crossed the line. This is no foul. I want you to watch the right guard. We're snapping from the 20-yard line. There the guard has gone to the 23 and not beyond 3 yards as the time the ball is released. This is not a foul. Again, the right guard. This time watch the snapper. We're snapping from the 39. He is less than 3 yards downfield. The pass is being released. No foul. Again, the snapper. Perfectly legal. Less than 3 yards downfield when the ball is released. Here's the foul. I want you to watch the left tackle. We're snapping on the 25-yard line. He has nobody to block. He goes downfield. He is at the 20 now. When the pass is released, this is a foul. Left tackle. Foul. Watch the snapper on this play. Again, we're snapping at the 25. There he is, 4 yards downfield. At the time the pass is released, this is a foul. The snapper. Foul.